Hello. Hopefully you can hear me. And while I'm waiting for y'all, I'm going to pull out, I've got deck. I'm going to pull out my subset of potential. All right, loud and clear. Thank you very much, Marjorie. And hello to everyone. It's a much calmer version of my being at the moment. So in last week I got routed into the semi truck area of the truck stop, and the truckers were not happy that a van life person was wandering around in their area, and so I got some furious gesticulating get the heck out of here things. So I was like, it says RVs and trailers and semi truck folks. So yeah. All right. So we're gonna do four card Monty. All right. So, and I'm gonna let Aimless pick, since Aimless just joined. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So pick a number between 1 and 4. 3. Just feel. That is our technique. So what did we have to choose from? We had focus in. We had focus out. 4 cod, Monty. I should have had cods. I still, my sinuses are still not clear. So we had the focus in, focus out, and then we had feel out, and we had just feel. So just feel is, we can think of this as physical body sensations and emotional body sensations. So that's that. So if I part of me wants to make the thumbnail for this 4 cods for absolutely no reason. So yeah, maybe I can make that happen. All right. So I have a timer, and it is set to 25 minutes. I still have to tell people who I am, because I think there is a small amount of folks who are showing up, and they I don't know how you're getting here, but thank you for being here. So, and then I only got to fill up at 1 Sinclair. So since this has been in the background for so long, this is an official Sinclair dinosaur. Every Sinclair station has like a big concrete dinosaur. But on my Oregon road trip, I only thanks, Sheila. I only got to fill up at one station. Okay. So my name is Andrew. If you don't know who I am, I'm a certified mindfulness meditation coach, and I was a sometimes guest host, most times moderator for not a green bag. For the Do Nothing Project when it was hosted on YouTube. So, and then I didn't get a chance to see this last Thursday or last Sunday, but I think it was Brooke. So Brooke was filling in because Jeff was doing his Hollyhock retreat, I think. So the irony was I had traded some messages with Jeff just before he started his retreat and kind of powered down his phone and everything. And then I was like, wait a minute. So, and it looks like a improvement. They managed to figure out how to do Joe and Brooke at the same time. So so I'm gonna go check that out. He was on the ferry but didn't have a connection. Interesting. Wow, so he was on the ferry, didn't have a connection, and then they managed to get Brooke on short notice. Oh, there's a story there. Um, so well, and then if you're watching the recording, Brooke, hello, we love you, and that's great. But yeah, I was gonna check out the recording for folks that if folks are frustrated with Substack, this is not obviously the doesn't approximate it. The all of the sits are eventually archived back onto YouTube, so so you can watch them after the fact. It just you miss out on all the other stuff. So, but oh, wow, no, that's probably how it was. Oh, and then today is Tucson Day. Area code for Tucson is 520 today. If you're a North American person and you're not European, the date is 520. If you're European, you would see today as being 25. So, so yeah. So, hello to all my Tucson folks and everyone in Southern Arizona. All right. That's all of the things that I can think about. Thank you for the 10 folks who have already done a thumbs up. And if you get a chance and you enjoy the sit and you're among the 7 who have not thumbs up, we would love a thumbs up. I have a bell. Our 4-cod technique for today is just feel. And I will give us guidance around just feel as it goes. Oh, Canada does 5. Interesting. So it's not just Europe. Huh. Taryn, I think it was Taryn, pointed out that last weekend was 2-4 weekend. 20 like 2-4 as in like 24 pack. So but it didn't have anything to do with the date. So I was kind of confused. So I don't know. Okay. Well, and you might hear helicopters. If you hear helicopters, it's because people are getting brought to the hospital. It's not, well, that's not good, but they're getting help. So, all right. Let's do this. And if I didn't say it already, thank you for being here. Thank you for taking time out of your day. And thank yourself by adopting a posture that helps you be both relaxed and alert. Shoulders over the hips. If you're sitting down, ideally, if you're sitting, you want your hips to be slightly above or even to your knees. So if you're sitting on a cushion or a bench, that's a lot easier to do. If you're standing, lying down, or walking, these are all perfectly valid spiritual postures for meditation, but I'm going to focus on the seated variation and trust that you can modify as needed. So you can take a sample of what it's like right now to be in this sort of body-mind complex of existence. So maybe your nose is plugged up and you're saying funny things, or maybe you've got allergies, or maybe one of your ears won't pop. All of these things could be potentially part of your existence. Maybe everything is feels a little colder than normal, or maybe it feels hotter, or maybe it feels itchy. So we're not trying to chase away any of those feelings. Just acknowledging and making room. And then a few deliberate breaths. Slow and low is the tempo we're going for. Breathing in through the nose allows us to slow that in-breath down sinking low into the belly. And as we exhale, seeing if we can extend and accentuate the exhale. Some days I will add in a few extra deliberate breaths just because I have been so jangled throughout the day, running around and being annoyed with computers and software and all things that don't strictly adhere to my expectations, which is a lot of things. And I don't really realize how agitated I am until I sit down. And in the spirit of connecting this to our technique, these slow breaths really begin to change and shift feel space, the body, at least for me. Your experience may vary. So our technique is just feel, meaning that we're in a frame of our sensory experience having a category of see, so for vision, and for mental image, hear for listening sounds and mental talk. We're focused only on feel, the F in SHF, see, hear, feel. And that's for physical body sensations and emotional body sensations. And I will say that sometimes my sensory clarity is coarse grained enough that I can't really tell if the breathing, the deliberate breaths, is making my physical body feel well, and then that makes my emotional body chill out, or if it chills out the emotional dimension and then that allows my body to relax. And to be really honest, I don't care which it is because it feels good. So our technique is to have a focus range of feel. So feel in or feel out. If we notice that we're getting caught up in mental talk or mental images, we're acknowledging that. Even if you want, you can celebrate it a bit and be like, oh, check that out. I figured out I'm out of my focus range. Concentrate back on just feel. When we're within the focus range, our instruction set is to notice where our focus is, soak our attention in, and then optionally label feel. And you can choose a pleasing rhythm for that noting and labeling. So we had a bit of a lengthy, languid start. I'll let you explore on your own. Just feel. So if you feel like you're getting frazzled and you're finding yourself outside your focus range all the time, you're kind of pulling away and pulling away, knowing that you can kind of stretch up, stretch your arms, settle back in. So if you find that you're sort of in that mind keeps wandering outside of where you're hoping, sometimes a bodily reset can help. And then the last thing I'll offer, just as a quick note again, is that you can always change the frequency of the label. So you can repeat feel, 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 feel. You can switch to sort of what is referred to as strongly spoken labels. And you can do that silent or out loud. So a few things that are knobs and dials for you to play with as you implement your technique. Just feel. Good. So this is your opportunity to just feel off to the side. And if you think about your technique has been kind of you pedaling along the way, this is your opportunity to coast. So shifting into our last bit of do nothing or just sitting. So very simply, we can say that we're sitting and are naturally aware that we're sitting. Or we're sitting and we know that we're sitting. And then the traditional unified mindfulness description is to let go of any intention to control our attention. And if we notice that we're trying to micromanage our attention, letting that go. And if you do that 2 or 3 times, just letting whatever is going on in the mind be. So this is your opportunity to do nothing. invite the bell to signal the end of our set. May the fruits of our practice be for the benefit of all beings. May our actions be for the benefit of all beings. May we remember we are part of all beings. Thank you. Thank you for your practice. Wow. Thank you for all the thumbs up. That is super kind. Put that back before I knock it off the table. That's excellent. So I always love to hear that you enjoyed the sit. I also know that some folks will a meditation just because of or not all meditation sessions are good. I guess it's sometimes you can have all sorts of difficult things going on. I am happy to be back in my little monk pad of casita here in Tucson. Oh wow, you're super welcome. Marjorie, I like sat for like yes, the wabi sabi clock was more audible. And then the fridge is now becoming a. I don't know if I don't know if all y'all can hear the fridge coming on and coming off. I think when the fridge is off, you can hear the clock much better. I needed this in the afternoon, and then I've been able to the last couple of days do a quick like 8-minute sit in the morning. The fridge. So the cooler. So I turned the cooler off this time. Cooler. I'm assuming cooler in your the parlance of swamp cooler or evap cooler. Yeah, I turned the cooler off. Mainly because it's just like freezing the space. I'm impressed with how cool it can operate right now, given our humidity. But yeah, the fridge is the fridge is loud. It's not like industrial fridge loud from when Jeff was doing the coffee shop sits for the Do Nothing project, but but it's close. So yeah. All right, so I think we have another sit, or we have one more sit in May. So we'll do some variation of 4 cod Monty or 3 cod Monty. The monsoons aren't here yet, so I'm trying to enjoy the swamp cooler now, knowing that it'll go away here at some point. Yeah, the industrial fridge, the size of the industrial fridge warranted the sounds that it makes. So definitely understood that. Oh, was it a compressor problem? Mine might be. I don't know. That's for the landlady. So hopefully the fridge stays functional for here. But I just think that just might be the sound of it. So, oh, interesting. That reminds me of what is it, John Cage's 433, where it's like it's really just the sounds of the crowd that is there for the piece to hear. So we'll have one more sit in May. June, I don't know. I don't know if I said anything about it before, but I was going to go on another van adventure in June, but I don't know that I'm going to do it. I'm getting more and more cold feet, or cod feet, if you will. And so there's a real good chance that I'll be in Tucson for June. I was really trying to kind of escape the heat of Tucson in June, but yeah, I'm probably going to be. Oh, see that? Yeah, I would love to do the van adventure to Vancouver, and that still could happen. But yeah, so I don't know that it's going to happen in June. So I'm trying to figure all that out. To be to be frank or blunt, there's just a lot of uncertainty in my life at the moment, and so trying to limit a bit of the uncertainty. So yeah, so Silver City would be an amazing is it Pinos Altos? I think that's where we had stayed, was in Pinos Altos. Maybe it's not a tilde over the end, but an enya, if you will. But yeah, so I don't know what's going on for June. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. I put in a thing about if you've been on retreats recently and you've had any experiences and you want to do a little summary that you'd want to share with the group. That's a thing. And then for folks that aren't already on the mailing list, you can email the email that I just put in chat, and I will add you to the mailing list. And and then there is a question I am asking to everybody that's here, and I'll put this in the next one. Let's see, I'll type it really quick. And I'll say it. Have you used Discord before? If you don't know what Discord is, then that answer is probably not. You probably haven't, but it's a platform that I think a lot of folks, if you've got a gaming background at all, yeah, Cloudcroft is it Cloudcrossed? Is it Cloudcrossed or Cloudcroft? Okay, so I knew Aimless. I knew Aimless would, but if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's what the Discord is. I'm toying with creating a Discord community. I haven't talked to Mitch Stein, but I was gonna dub it not a Knots, which I think was Mitch's term for people who go to the Do Nothing Project. So would be either Not a Knots or Not a Knots Unite or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, Discord is like super complicated, and it's not like super welcoming for some folks. But when I was in Portland, I got a chance to meet up with Angie, who is a meditation friend, who's a super awesome human being. And she was talking about how a meditation community, a Sangha in the Portland area, they do in person and they do stuff on Discord. And there's been a few people that have asked for like a Do Nothing Project Discord in the past. And so anyway, I was thinking about that would be an interesting experiment. I don't know that I would commit to it necessarily. There's something called School, like school.com or something like that, that the Unified Mindfulness Project uses. And I think they host all of that. And that what that means then is they don't have to require their students to join Facebook and stuff. When I went through the Do Nothing Project, or not Do Nothing Project, when I went through the training, all of my training for Unified Mindfulness, everything was based on Facebook. And so Facebook communities and Facebook groups, or Facebook groups actually. But yeah, so I've been toying around with playing with Discord because one, it's not Substack. Oh, interesting. So you use it in the area for bird alerts. Huh. That's cool. But yeah, so I just thought it'd be interesting as a thing to play around with. I hosted an Iditarod Fantasy League for a bunch of my past colleagues from my last two places that I was at, and that's when I started to realize that it might be more of a community platform than I had originally given it credit for. So Okay, so that was okay. Thanks, Ruth. That was Mitch. Yeah, so I wanted to reach out to Mitch before I stole his name. So I think I have Mitch's email somewhere. So I'm gonna try to reach out before I do that. But yeah, that's an idea that I've been kicking around, mainly as a capture the moment kind of idea from talking with Angie. So um, yeah, anyway, I am off to the final. We're having, as all of the people that do stats for the off ice officials for Tucson for the Roadrunners, we're having our dinner tonight. So it'll be it's both amazing opportunity and also bittersweet because it'll be the last time I'll see some of the folks from that until October. So yeah. So anyway, it's a good night. Okay. Thanks for letting this run a little long. Appreciate everybody being here. Yeah. And then if you've had any experience with Discord, yay or nay, or like even if you had frustrating experience with Discord, I would be kind of curious to hear those just because um I know some folks don't like it. So yes, and happy Tucson Day. So Tucson, I don't know how, I can't tell you how much I love Tucson. So all right, we'll see you. Where did oh, there it is. Okay. I'm all discombobulated. So end stream. All right. Thanks everybody.